Do you know that some snake species need less than half a second for a single strike to end their prey? No growling, no noisy pursuit. Venomous snakes attack in absolute silence, and the victim's mistake usually comes far too late. Today, you will witness the most brutal venomous snake attacks ever captured on camera, where speed, instinct, and venom decide everything in an instant. Let's watch right now. King snake versus patch-nosed snake. The king snake quietly follows the patch-nosed snake, then suddenly lunges forward, biting tightly and preventing the prey from escaping. It does not need venom. Living alongside venomous snakes has allowed the king snake's body to develop resistance to certain toxins, which is also why it dares to risk its life hunting even its own kind. The snake begins swallowing from the head. The lower jaws separate and expand outward, each muscular contraction pulling the prey deeper into the body. Its torso visibly swells, curving to contain the large meal. A snake that consumes prey whole like this can remain full for many days, even an entire week.
The snake finished its meal. We watched it.
King snake versus ringneck snake. The king snake quietly moves through the leaf litter, still carrying its habit of actively hunting other snakes. But this time, it has stepped into the territory of a ringneck snake. The attack happens in a flash. The ringneck lunges forward, clamping down on the head and forcing the king snake's neck to fold against its body to control the direction of the bite. Once the head is locked, the king snake loses almost all ability to counterattack, its body left only with instinctive writhing. The ringneck does not need to constrict hard. Holding the head steady for long enough causes the opponent to weaken rapidly. In the world of snakes, whoever controls the head controls the entire fight. King snake versus rat snake. The king snake coils tightly around the rat snake on dry ground, each loop of its body gradually locking movement. Without venom, it constricts until the prey is weak enough, then begins swallowing from the head. One lesser-known detail is that the king snake's teeth curve slightly backward, helping prevent prey from slipping out during swallowing. Once this process begins, its body contracts and expands in segments, pulling the prey inward rather than pushing. This is a unique evolutionary advantage of these snake species. Red-bellied black snake versus brown snake. A red-bellied black snake slides close behind, pressuring a brown snake that is desperately trying to escape. Chased by a larger predator, the brown snake turns back to counterattack repeatedly, delivering bites in an attempt to create an opening to flee. But the red-bellied black snake does not retreat. It stays close, constricting each movement of its opponent. In nature, the red-bellied black snake is a specialist in hunting other snakes, including venomous ones. Thanks to its powerful body and venom capable of quickly subduing prey, eventually, the brown snake becomes exhausted. The hunt ends, and the pursuer becomes the victor. Coral snake versus rat snake. The coral snake encounters a rat snake moving slowly. Without hesitation, it strikes quickly, injects venom, then holds the tail and waits for the prey to weaken. The bite of a coral snake delivers neurotoxic venom that paralyzes prey. It does not need to swallow immediately. It often releases or loosely holds the prey to avoid counterattacks.
Mambas and krait.
After a few adjustments, the coral snake begins repositioning to swallow its prey.
Predatory to lure, leading to certain death if untreated.
It uses branches and the ground itself to align the prey's head. Swallowing from the head is an almost mandatory rule for snakes, especially when the prey is long and strong. Mole snake vs. honey badger. On dusty, dry ground, a mole snake tracking the scent of food suddenly encounters a honey badger. The fearless predator's aggressive instincts immediately surface.
Keeps on coming.
Honey badgers possess extremely thick, loose skin that reduces the effectiveness of bites, along with a higher tolerance to venom than most mammals. As a result, the snake's attacks are nearly useless. Without retreating, the honey badger repeatedly closes in, stomping and biting back. In panic, the snake lunges straight into the opponent's mouth. The challenger becomes the meal, a testament to the honey badger's rare and stubborn resilience. Cobra versus rat snake. A cobra detects a rat snake slithering past and immediately attacks. The first bite misses its mark, and the rat snake jerks backward, narrowly escaping. Without hesitation, the cobra delivers a second strike. This time, the fangs connect, and venom begins spreading rapidly through the prey's body. Cobra venom contains neurotoxins that act directly on the nervous system, causing muscle paralysis and respiratory failure within minutes. The rat snake weakens, losing the ability to resist. The cobra pins it down, adjusts its posture, and swallows it whole. In nature, a single delayed moment is enough to decide who lives and who dies. Mongoose versus cobra. On open ground, a mongoose faces a cobra directly in a battle where both have already been severely injured. They crawl across the ground, using their last remaining strength to confront the enemy. Mongooses are known for partial resistance to snake venom due to changes in their neural receptors. But this does not make them immortal. Well-placed bites can still cause severe damage. The cobra is badly injured by tearing bites, but the mongoose also collapses shortly afterward. Both die, leaving a rare outcome where no one truly wins. Cobra versus lizard. The long-snouted cobra is extremely aggressive, possessing neurotoxic venom capable of paralyzing prey within minutes. In this encounter, it targets a giant lizard moving slowly across the ground.
this way.
The venom begins to take effect, but the lizard does not collapse immediately. Even as its body stiffens, it uses its strength to drag the snake across the road. Notably, many lizard species have nervous systems that tolerate venom better than expected. After several struggles to break free from the snake's jaws, the lizard suddenly escapes and flees. A rare outcome against such a dangerous predator. Cobra versus puff adder. On scorching hot ground, a Cape cobra encounters a puff adder, one of Africa's most dangerous ambush snakes. The cobra does not rush its attack. It keeps its distance, watching every small movement. The puff adder, with the fastest strike speed in the world and extremely potent necrotic venom, is a threat the cobra must respect. After a single warning strike, the cobra quickly retreats. Faced with a high-risk opponent, it has made the right choice. Malayan krait versus sunbeam snake. This rare footage captures a Malayan krait approaching and attacking a sunbeam snake. With extremely powerful neurotoxic venom, the predator attempts to bite and paralyze its opponent. But the sunbeam snake does not submit. It fights back fiercely, repeatedly twisting its body and tightly coiling around the krait's head, trying to block the fatal bite. Notably, the sunbeam snake shows greater venom tolerance than expected, a trait observed in some non-venomous snakes living alongside venomous species. The struggle drags on, both locked in a tense, life or death confrontation. King mantis versus small snake. A giant mantis actively lunges to attack a small snake, believing speed and razor-sharp forelegs will allow it to finish the prey. Repeated bites target the body, forcing the snake to coil defensively. But the snake does not counter with venom. It wraps its body tightly around the mantis's chest and neck, constricting rhythmically against such small prey. A single constriction is enough to crush bones in an instant. Rabbit versus snake. On the ground, a group of baby rabbits is being tightly coiled by a snake. The mother rabbit immediately rushes in to rescue her young. When the baby rabbits manage to escape, the mother does not retreat. She continues confronting the snake directly, repeatedly kicking and forcing it backward. The snake attempts to counterattack, circling to find a biting angle, but the rabbit is too aggressive. Few realize that rabbits can deliver kicks strong enough to injure small predators. Recognizing the growing risk, the snake chooses to retreat. In nature, parental instinct can sometimes turn prey into the dominant force. Indigo snake versus rat snake. The rat snake is tracking prey when it accidentally enters the territory of an indigo snake. The indigo snake launches a direct strike at the head, locking the prey in place within an instant. Body scent is one of the most recognizable cues that allows snakes to detect prey. The rat snake tries to slither away, but against the indigo snake's control, it has almost no chance. This species is famous for hunting other snakes, including venomous ones, thanks to its high immunity and extremely fast reflexes. The confrontation ends swiftly, and the intruder becomes the next meal. These attacks show that venomous snakes do not need brute strength or superior size to become terrifying predators. They rely on patience, perfect camouflage, and strikes of absolute precision weapons capable of bringing down even larger prey. In the wild, sometimes the most dangerous predator is the quietest one. A single careless moment is enough to turn prey into a victim, and each attack is a clear reminder of the harsh laws of survival. If these moments made your skin crawl and kept you from looking away, hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel to continue exploring more rare, intense, and realistic hunting scenarios from the natural world.